What about Logan Paul?
Well, he's awesome.
One of my new favorite wrestlers. He did a great heel promo about his match, and then he went out and had the qualifying match with The Miz. And Logan Paul's thing he said he was going to do was he's already the U.S. champion. He's going to win the Elimination Chamber. He's going to win the world title. He's going to have all the titles, be a double champion. And I'm loving everything about him because he gets this at a natural sense. He's got personality. He knows how to be a heel. He knows how to get under people's skin. But also the in-ring, he's not experienced or smooth or fluid at everything, but he's a prodigy with what he's been able to do so far and what he can do and what he can. I'm not just talking about executing moves. You could get the goddamn, gymnast for that. I'm talking about doing it as a heel main event level pro wrestler is at this stage of his experience is highly difficult. But now there is a difference between the pay-per-view matches that he's predominant. This was his first match ever on SmackDown because he's only really done the big show matches, right? So they've got plenty of prep time. And you can get there, early, and you've been talking about it with your opponent beforehand, and maybe they sent him to the Performance Center. I don't know. With TV matches, there's shorter prep time, shorter rehearsal. The time gets changed. All kinds of shit goes on. And there was a couple of instances in this match with Miz, because Miz was leading it. He is the veteran. I give him that. Where you could tell that Logan Paul got lost, or one time he went for a standing backflip and was going to land, I guess, on Miz's knees, but instead he went too far to the side and Miz had to take back over on him and get it back on track. But overall, even with, a TV match not having the prep time and everything, he's got amazing instincts and he just needs repetition now. I had few, if any, guys in OVW that were this natural. In the ring, Shelton Benjamin. On the microphone, maybe John Cena. Logan Paul's personality at this level of experience, even though he's older than Cena was then, is better than fucking Cena's. So I enjoy being impressed by somebody these days. I like watching Logan Paul. And then finally, bing, bing, bing. Miz gets the figure four. Logan Paul gets the ropes. He rolls out. He asks his stooge for the knucks. Miz stops him and tosses the knucks away and rolls Logan Paul back in the ring. And Paul crotches him on the rope and hits a knockout punch and drops him 1, 2, 3. So it was a good match with a WWE finish. Just kind of, there it is. But again, Logan Paul, who would have thought from this random fucking guy that they would find a good wrestling superstar?
It was clear from day one he got it, but the fact that he's gotten it so well and he continues to impress is, really incredible. And the other thing is, like you said, it's his first match ever on SmackDown. He's been around for a few years now. They don't waste his matches. And you never think like, oh, I haven't seen him enough. They've done it really well with him. They've used him really well, and he's been great.
Well, remember when he first started, it was, this was still a part-time thing and a feeling out. And then I guess they've signed him. Because didn't he make the comment on an interview somewhere, well, this is my full-time job now, so I guess I got to start trying and paying attention? I think in a couple of years, he might be the champion. I mean, he can light people up. Anyhow, that's when Nick Aldis was in the back dealing with Braun Breaker and Jane Cargill, and that Tiffany Stratton came in and got in an argument with the other girls. Oh, well, you just didn't say that. Oh, yes, I did. And then we had Naomi and Alba Fire. I'd like an extensive breakdown on this contest from you.
I didn't watch this match because I did watch the entrance. I like Naomi glowing in the dark and dancing. It's kind of cool. Oh, good
Lord.
But beyond that, the problem, the overall problem is just no one gives a fuck. And certainly I am part of no one.
No one.
So I didn't give a fuck either. They built it up big, one match left, has a sponsor now. But this was the match. The main event was what was coming after it. they get to sit through this to get to, or go outside or go to the kitchen.
At least after that, Nick Aldis brought out Braun Breaker, who is now officially signed to the SmackDown roster, and they acknowledged that he was the son of Rick Steiner and the nephew of Scott Steiner. So at least we got that going for us. And, you know, I don't know how that they can possibly fuck him up. He's a goddamn megastar waiting to happen. And hopefully they won't. I would be scared shitless if he was in AEW, because I would think a talent like this doesn't come along more than once every 10 years or whatever, and that would ruin him. But in the WWE, as long as he doesn't get heat with him for some reason, is there any way they can fuck up Braun Breaker?
Oh, of course. I mean, there are plenty of ways. This is Vince McMahon's company. Don't ever forget that.
Well, but he's gone, and I'm saying as long as he doesn't get heat with the office or hurt, what else could miss about this guy?
You would think he's can't miss, but anything could happen in WWE.
That's what I've heard said.